when it comes to kind of launching a product to market, I mean, a guy like me, I'm a very creative guy, but I couldn't tell you.
But you don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to take an idea and package it up.
That's where our friends come in and help a lot.
Yeah. It's called the Realtime Group. Bob Soler and Dave Filio. Is that right?
Yes.
Names pronounced right?
Perfect.
Wonderful. That's what you guys do. This is pretty cool. When I first met you in the lobby this morning, you gave me the 30-second elevator pitch, and I want to hear that again because Sean wasn't here at that particular moment.
Yeah, well, there's people who are just joining in right now. Tune in, call your grandma too, and your aunt, and your sister, and your cousins, because this elevator pitch may be just what you've been praying for to get that break for that idea that you have, and you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, of course, because we all, you hear about people saying, I've got this great idea. Well, I don't know how to bring it to market. I don't know how to package it up, create it, and get it all approved. That's what you guys do. So give me your pitch.
Correct. So if you think about basically smart products, everybody knows what those are. Some smart products have to be approved by the government, have to be regulated, go through some kind of a certification. Medical devices are a great example, today being Health Day. That's not as easy as it seems. It costs money, and you have to do it right, or else things can go badly for you. So what we do is help people get through those hurdles in their design process. We design people's products for them so that it will be compliant with a regulatory body, whether it's a medical device, avionics, military and aerospace type of products, or industrial controls. Realtime Group specializes in helping people design and test products for going to market. And we actually had, Sean, someone they know on this show, and oddly enough, it came through conversation. Bear Tech gloves, I believe. They were correct. Yeah, we know those guys. Yeah. Little ski gloves. That's not a regulated product, but computer tips on the finger, so you have your iPhone instead of getting your phone out of your ski stuff on a cold day and taking your gloves off and trying to take that picture.
How creative!
You just touch your fingers.
You can truly appreciate that if you've ever gone skiing.
Yes.
That's a cool idea.
So it's stuff like that,
That's what you're doing.
Well, we help people get their ideas to market, especially if it has a compliance challenge.
Okay, so someone who's listening, they have an idea, but they're afraid to share it because they're scared you're going to steal the technology. Not saying you, but anyone. How do you protect them in that process?
How do we protect them?
Or how do they protect themselves in that process?
You got to document your design, first of all, make sure you've got it under control. You got to be careful of how you explain that design and when. You got to understand the IP rules out there as far as first to file, etc. But the most important thing to do is make sure you've got your idea documented well, and whenever you talk to somebody about it, you should put a thing in place called the non-disclosure agreement, which is something that has a promise that you won't share
it with someone else.
And then you should always go to a reputable group if you're going to ask for help. Go to somebody that's done it for a while. Realtime Group's a great example. We've been in this business for 13 years. We're not a new company. But you got a reputation of an engineering firm that is very discreet and takes care of the customers. So
what drew Bob and Dave, both of you, to do this? Or were you both inventors in the beginning, so you understood the process?
I think we both have the entrepreneurial background, so a lot of it is important to us. So it's part of our DNA and everything that we do. And at the Realtime Group, we design products that change people's lives. So it's a motivation to come to work. It's something that we can look at every day and say, we're making a difference. We're making a difference where it really matters, whether it's a product that's in the medical space or avionics. This isn't something that can be reset, something that can be redone. You can reboot your iPhone, for example. Not a medical product, right? This could be something you go to the hospital. It could be my son, my daughter, my mom, my dad that's hooked up to a piece of equipment that has to be high reliability. So we come in with an engineering background, a stellar, rock-solid engineering background in a quality system, in a design system, and we understand what it takes to take a product from concept all the way through development, testing, regulatory type of certification, and into production. So we design with the end in mind. We understand what it takes to get there as a product, and we understand that from the beginning what we need to do to take it into the market.
And I think what's important here is, you said this a little earlier, if you make just a slight mistake that sets back the production time, there's money attached to all that. There's jobs attached to all that.
That's right. And it's always the small stuff that burns you, and that's what a lot of our customers need us for, and that's the challenge they run into a lot. Is A lot of our customers have invented something fantastic, and they're brilliant people, and they really understand the way their product might work. But to design it for compliance, for becoming certified in the market, means that you have to do a lot of things just right. And if you do one little thing wrong, it can burn you, and it can cost you a lot of time to get it through the certification process. When you're doing that, you may have people just a marching army waiting, and it costs money. It can put you under.
So how much paperwork do you have to deal with the regulation? We heard this just from Ameriflex with the insurance industry. Do you face the same thing in your industry as well?
Our customers do, yeah, and you know, sometimes it seems like a lot of paperwork, but when you're talking about safety, the paperwork follows the processes which follow the necessity for doing it right. Whenever you design a product that has to be safe, it has to fail the right way. It has to beep when the batteries are going down, and you don't want it to ever be wrong. And if you misuse it, you want it to be able to prevent you. You know, it has to be idiot proof. Well, to design something right, you need to know all of those failure modes and how to prevent it from happening.
Okay, the company's called the Realtime Group. We got to take a quick break. I want to continue this conversation. Plus, Michael and Sean, you won't believe the type of nail polish that is now available, not in this country. But when it does, I think people are going to go nuts over it. Trust me.
It stays on for a year.
Better.
It's better than that?
Better. You couldn't even guess it right now. It's so bizarre. Anyway, we'll stick around at 7:45. Give us a few minutes. We'll come right back. You're listening to 620 AM KEXP, your experts in nail polish? Maybe. We'll be right back. We're talking to the Real Group.
Realtime Group.
And basically, in the break,
Brian,
yes.
Realtime Group.
He did say that.
I did say Realtime Group.
No, I don't believe so.
Go back and check the record, please.
I will.
Play the tape. I want to hear it.
In the break, we talked. We had a great conversation about you've got to have these realistic come to Jesus meetings with some of these people and say, look, your creation here, your invention, not really going to work.
You're going to say it's a stupid idea? Do you say that?
When you never tell anybody they're stupid, because they came to you, and that was pretty smart in the first place. But
there you go.
Sometimes, so we've got about 50 engineers who are experts in a lot of different areas. And we see a lot of things, right? And a lot of times we see concurrent things going on, right, where people are doing similar things to another customer. And, of course, discretion is one of the most important things that's a staple for our product, or our product being engineering. But sometimes someone's going down a road and you just know that it's not going to work just because of the experience. And a lot of times, most of the time, we try to counsel them towards how you would fix it or how you might look at it differently. But sometimes something just isn't going to work, and we just try to let them know. Our opinion is it ain't going to work, and this is why.
So who are some of your rock stars? What came out of...
Yeah, give us some examples.
What came out of Realtime Group?
Well, so most of our customers like us to be discreet. It's a big part of what we do, so I have to be very careful.
We want
about
the scoop.
Name
we
show.
need some, name show.
We can speak maybe generically.
There you go.
One of our products is, or one of our customers is doing a second generation surgical laser that requires a very complicated control loop design and implementation. They've had a product in the market for a while. They needed to redo it, so we've completely redesigned the thing for them, done all of the control systems, the software, the regulatory, the testing. We're bringing that to market.
And I would imagine something like this is very important because you're in the medical field.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want to make sure that laser is going to the right spot.
Yeah, and the right amount of power is delivered to your body.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
So let me ask you, why would they not want to share? Why don't they want to tell? I mean, why so secretive?
So branding is very important to our customers. A customer rolls out a product, it's their product, right? And
but you don't take the credit. We don't know who it is.
We don't, and so they are very cautious about letting other customers know how they got something developed and what they're.
Because you're the
best kept secret.
You're the game changer in all of this.
We are.
I like that.
One of the most important things we do when we sign that NDA that we talked about before is agree that we're just not going to talk about how it was developed or who they went to.
So what's the laser for? LASIK surgery? What? Give us an idea.
This one is for removing leads, like from your body, and for I forgot how they describe it, but whenever, like for codifying veins and helping them.
Which hospital has it, so I can make sure if I need that, I'm going to that one?
They're in almost every hospital.
Oh, really? So that means that they're also pretty wealthy because they've sold it to all the hospitals.
This is a major customer.
This is a business show, and we like to talk about money. What else? What other rock
great example is one of our employees the other day went into an emergency room for a spouse and looked around and realized that Realtime Group had worked on at least 5 of the systems that were in there. Yeah.
Impressive.
I like that.
Okay, so for someone who's not doing medical, but you said you also have military and industrial controls. What are some examples of rock stars that came out of that?
Yeah, we got about a minute and a half before we got to go to break.
Okay.
So real quickly.
So there's a company in Fort Worth that does glass cockpits for helicopters, etc.
Oh, sweet.
And we do quite a bit of testing for some of the products that they put into the helicopters.
Because you don't want that glass to crack.
Well, it's the function underneath the glass that we
Hardware and software.
You ever seen these war movies that go
Yeah,
nothing breaks?
It's kind of, I like it when it doesn't break.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Especially if I'm in that chopper.
Your website, if somebody wants more information on the Realtime Group.
TheRealtimeGroup.com, all one word, www.therealtimegroup.com.
No, I want to say this because I did realtimegroup.com and it switched to realtimegroup.de.
Yeah, therealtimegroup.com.
Yeah.
Did I do something
We'll
wrong?
work on getting all those URLs, but the Realtime Group.
Oh, okay. The Realtime Group. Oh, okay. I did Realtime Group.
Right.
And, okay.
Turn your headphones up there, Sean, so you can hear
you
people.
know what? I get it now. So therealtimegroup.com. Okay, gotcha.
All right, very cool. Great conversation. I want to continue all this.
I'm feeling really stupid in this studio today.
Let's turn our attention to these guys because the Realtime Group, based right here in DFW.
Well, they're global.
Well, they're global.
They're global, but they have a spot in DFW, and they're looking for inventors and creative mindsets who are technologically looking for who has an idea but don't know how to bring it to the marketplace. There's a market for it here in Dallas.
There is.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of creative people. There's a lot of people that have designs that are already in play that we can work with. We really specialize in design products that change people's lives. So whether it's in the medical space or the aerospace defense space, we really work on things that have high reliability. So we can work from a napkin sketch all the way through production, or we can take a company that has unmet needs. Right? They have multiple programs working at one time, and we can come in and do individual tasks, whether it's in hardware design, software design, mechanical design, testing. We can do all those individual tasks too to help out to make a lot of it we spoke before about was time to market. How do we get a product to market? And we can help accelerate that and create an environment that allows their company to successfully get into production.
There's someone who's listening, they have an idea, but they don't have the money. Do you marry this with venture capitalists as well, or what do they need to have besides the idea coming to the table with you?
Well, we have relationships with investors. In fact, the company was acquired by myself and an investment group about 3 years ago for that purpose, to help cultivate opportunities and put it together with money. Now we kind of got to be a standout for us to go pull in the money, but we
got to be something pretty good, right?
Yeah, but we also we do help inventors put together the information they need if they're going to pursue invention. We work with some of the incubators in the area and just try to further their efforts.
How many good ideas start on a napkin? That's what I want to know.
Quite a few, actually. I mean, there's a lot of invention. A lot of people have great ideas, and then don't know how to get them to market. So how does that really work? But we also work with the big companies that have spent a lot of time in design and development, and we can come in at that point. And within their companies, a lot of entrepreneurs that have ideas, and then how do they get that to a product? And we're great and experts at product development, things that are in high reliability, things that really require regulation that's in the medical world. Right? You need things that will not reboot. You need things that run constantly. So we're experts in understanding what it takes to get software tested, what software into the FDA. We're experts in hardware design and development. We can't have a board that resets or reboots also. So we have a lot of experience in hardware design, hardware test, and then overall systems design and analysis. We can take what does your concept mean, and then how do we design a system around it? And there's two different spaces. There is the problems space and the solution space. So we work with you to develop requirements to understand the problem that needs to be solved. And then we create the solution space that says, here's a design, an implementation that, that will resolve your problem and create a product that can go to market.
Okay, so you're saying you're the cutting edge, you're one of the leaders in this industry. Name us some rock stars. I want to know what you brought to market that I might be using.
Go ahead.
We have a bunch of different products. I think we spoke earlier, too, about intellectual property. We're very protective of intellectual property, but we do have some customers that are willing to share. One of the projects that we're working on right now actually is a camera that takes pictures, photographs of the inside of your eye, right? It looks at what does your retina, what does it show? So for things like diabetes, you can have a diagnosis from that. But we're also taking a very expensive product and making a low-cost version of it. So we can go out into the world, in the third world nations, in rural counties in the United States that can't afford equipment that is very, very expensive. So we're coming up with a design that significantly reduces the cost of that product and then allows that ability in healthcare and services to be provided to people here in the United States.
Okay. The website for you guys, we got about a minute left, is the realtimegroup.com. Simple as that. So if you have an idea or you just got something you want to bring to market, I mean, like you said, a lot of things start right there on a napkin.
Right.
Sean Gables has a Rolodex of ideas.
I just shared a fantastic idea. Someone like me who comes to you with that idea, how do we get your time to get you to sit down and listen to it? And then at that point, when do we find out it's a stinky idea?
Well, I got about 30 seconds, so make that about
It's probably not a stinky idea because you contacted us, but just contact us either through the web or call us and set up an appointment, and we'll sit down with you.
Well, let me give you the number. It is 972-985-9100.
There you go. It's been fun. Sean Gables, thank you so much.
Is it time to go already?
I've got 7 seconds left.
Oh, my gosh. It was so good seeing you guys. Also, Michael, next week. I can't wait.
See you next Monday.